Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to know how to estimate potassium permanganate using standard sodium oxalate solution. So this particular titration it becomes. So this is a redox reaction. One will be acts as a reducing agent, another will be acts as an oxidizing agent. How which will be acts as a reducing agent and which will be acts as oxidizing agent. How particular reaction is taking place, and by this particular reaction or titration, how we are going to estimate potassium permanganate. Let us we see. So when you come to the reaction between potassium permanganate versus sodium oxalate in the presence of acidic medium, that is we are using so dilute sulfuric acid to generate the medium, acidic medium, so which will be react, that means potassium permanganate is reacting with sodium oxalate, which gives potassium sulfate, manganese sulfate, sodium sulfate, plus along with that the release of carbon dioxide and water molecule. Here it becomes to the potassium permanganate, which is oxidizing agent, which is called as oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent means which is agent which is responsible for oxidation reaction to occur. So let me show how it is acts as an oxidizing agent. See, if you calculate the oxidation state for manganese in this particular KMnO4, it is plus 7. Here, the oxidation state of manganese is plus 7. Because oxygen, it is 2 minus, there are 4 oxygens up there. So 2 into 4, that is 8 minus here, and 1 K is there, that is plus 1. 8 minus plus 1 is minus 7, and minus 7 is getting compensated by plus 7. So that manganese is exhibiting plus 7 oxidation state. Similarly, the same when you come for this side, product side, the same manganese will be having oxidation state of plus 2. Why? Because sulfate will be having minus 2 minus. Right? So now as we come from reactant to product, see now this will be undergoing for that reducing, that is gaining of 5 electron, that means which is itself undergoing for reduced. The oxidizing agent means the agent which is responsible for oxidation reaction to occur by itself undergoing for reduced, that means by gaining of 5 electron it is going to the plus 2, right? So this is your reaction. That means when you titrate KMnO4 versus sodium oxalate in the presence of acidic medium, which can generate potassium sulfate, manganese sulfate, carbon dioxide, sodium sulfate, as well water. For doing this particular experiment, we want some chemicals like potassium permanganate, sodium oxalate, and dilute sulfuric acid. These are the chemicals we require. Here, the sodium oxalate will be considered as standard solution. I mean, which is whose concentration is known. And come to the operators we require, that is for our convenient. So I am considering the one conical flask. I given as 250 ml. Burette, that is for 50 ml. Thus volume may changes. Pipette, that is I am considering 25. It's accordingly your convenient. You can take 10 ml as well, and one funnel to transfer the chemicals to the burette, right? So these are the operators we require. Then if we come to the first part, that is preparation of standard sodium oxalate solution. That is the preparation part. So here we are using 1.675 grams of sodium oxalate that we are dissolved in 250 cm3 of solution. So what you supposed to do, if you want to do, you do. So here in this particular experiment, we need to choose a prescribed water concentration. That is, we will be using the concentration of this particular sodium oxalate solution. We are given as 0.1 normal. We are giving of what? 0.1 normal. For that particular normality, we want to weigh 0.675 grams sodium oxalate crystals. So what you're supposed to do is, we will be pre-weighed. approximately what 1.675, we just put added to the weighing bottle. Just take it away and keep it aside. Then what you're supposed to do is you should go and weigh what the mass of the, not sorry, it is not empty, it's a weighing bottle plus of sodium oxalate crystals. That weight what we are getting, that you consider as M1, that I'll show you in next class. And the mass of weighing bottle plus of adhered crystals, that you take it as M2. When you make the difference between M1 and M2, you will get that the mass of the sodium oxalate crystals, that will be taken as, that will be mass of sodium oxalate, that you can note down. When you substitute that mass, you can get that normality of the solution. Because why I am giving this particular method, we can't exactly measure 1.675 grams. While weighing, it may be excess, it may be a low, right? So we should be careful. As in our lab, to the favor or to the concern of the students, we will be pre-weigh. That means we already weigh the required amount of sodium oxalate and we will be keep it aside. What is your job is, you should go to the weighing balance along with a volumetric flask with a funnel. Be careful, my dear students. While go to the weighing balance, we should go with volumetric flask along with the funnel. As well, your observation is important. You should also carry observation. Please don't write anything on your hands. You should go with pen, observation and written part. And what you should see, first you should note is if anything is there on the reading, showing the weighing balance is showing any reading or not. If it is showing any reading other than 0, and you should use the key called as stair key, you should bring down all the values to 0. Then you should place, you pick any one that to place on the weighing balance. That means the weighing bottle which is pre-weighed sodium oxalate which contains, that you placed on the weighing balance. See what you put it here. Then once you place on it, then it will show some value on the weighing balance, in the weighing balance, right? So that value mean approximately I can note down because I already done it is. Here it is showing that is 13.89 grams. I'm showing. It is showing. For my no, as already done. So that's why I'm telling this. So 13.89. Between it is not mean, but everyone it is not same. It is vary because it may be a volume of the weighing bottle. Then what is supposed to do? Once weighing is done, you should be transfer the crystals into the volumetric flask by using funnel. Then again once you transfer, you should keep it back on the weighing balance. Then you should note down that value. So for that value I am getting 12.26 grams. Then you come to your place. Your part is done. What is your part? You should go to the balance along with volumetric flask and funnel. Then you pick any one weighing bottle which is pre-weighed sodium oxalate contains sodium oxalate is there in that. You place it on a weighing balance, note down the weight, transfer to the your volumetric flask and take this weight again, come back to your place. Then you make up the solution up to the mark. Please note this point, students. While filling, you should be wash the funnel properly, as well stem up the funnel as well, because you are preparing standard solution. Each and every crystal is very important, because while transferring also the crystal to the standard flask, you should do it carefully. Then you make up to the mark and shake it well for uniform concentration. Then you should be do the difference between those two, that will be gives approximately 1.63 grams. This is the weight we'll get, but as of what we are getting, the weight is different 1.675, but it is not exactly getting 1.675. it is getting 1.63. So that you substitute that value here. That is 1.63 into 4 rho divided by equivalent weight of sodium oxalate, that is 67. So what is the value you are getting? That is the normality of your prepared sodium oxalate solution. That is 0.977 you are getting as per my weight. This is the exact normality of your solution. So first part is done. Then come to this second part. Second part is estimation of potassium permanganate using standard sodium oxalate solution, what we prepared in the part 1. So for that we need to take KMnO4 solution, which is unknown. You should take in the burette. In a conical flask we need to take 25 cm cube of standard sodium oxalate solution and 2 test tube of dilute sulfuric acid. Here KMnO4 acts as a self indicator and your end point is colorless to permanent pale pink color we are getting. This is the what protocol we need to follow. Then you take conical flask. To this you take pipette out 25 ml of standard sodium oxalate solution. To that add 2 test tube of dilute sulfuric acid. Then you heat the solution nearly boiling by using Bunsen burner or heating coil. Once it reaches to nearly boiling, then titrate against the KMnO4. Titrate against the KMnO4. See, and before start the titration, you should please note down what is the initial burette reading. Example, let me consider that is 0.0. And keep on titrating. See, you can notice here. See, it is the solution is completely, it is getting colorless. Now, see, when you are heading to the your nearly end point, you are getting that's the time taken to disappear. It will take time. See, completely when it is just at end point, it remains as permanent pale pink color. Then you stop the titration. Then you should be note down what is the final volume of KMnO4. So that will be gives example. If you are getting 24, please don't write 24 as such. You should write 24.0. Why? Because for all the graduated scale we need to write decimals. Then you make the difference, that is 24.0. Then you repeat the titration until you get concordant value. I mean, what I am trying to say is, if you are getting second titration, if you are getting 0.0, if you are getting 24.0, the difference is 24.0, then you no need to go for third one. If you not get two values are same, then you need to go for third one to check whether first is correct or second is correct. Then you take the concordant value among three. Then you should go for calculation. Its calculation is very simple because you want to calculate the normality. The formula is N1V1 is equal to N2V2. If you want to calculate the normality of KMnO4, you take what is that 25 ml, that is volume of sodium oxalate is 25 ml, that is 25 you can put. Then N1 normality of sodium oxalate, that is 0.097 divided by V2, that is volume of KMnO4, that is 24. Then we will get the normality of KMnO4 is approximately 0.09. That is normality of KMnO4. Then when you substitute normality of KMnO4, that is 0.09 into 31.6. This 31.6 is normality is equivalent weight of potassium permanganate divided by 4. Why? Because we are going to calculate to the 250 cm cube of solution. Then what is the weight we are getting? That weight is, so that is 0.7 0.7663 grams that is present in the 250 cm cube of solution. Right? So this is the method to estimate the amount of KMnO4 dissolved in 250 cm cube of solution. Or if you want to calculate for 1 liter, so you don't need to put pour here, you can directly be multiply, that is normality into gram equivalent weight, that will give the amount of KMnO4 dissolved in the 1 liter of solution. Right? So this is the simple titration. Right? I'm making a summary of again. So that is, so the estimation of amount of KMnO4 in the given 250 cm cube solution, that will be by using standard sodium oxalate solution. It will be easy. It contains two parts. Part 1, preparation of standard sodium oxalate solution, and second part is estimation of amount of KMnO4. So preparation of sodium oxalate solution, it is should go to the balance. You should be take a pre-weighed weighing bottle which is already pre-weighed with the sodium oxalate solution. Should we take the weight of that and transfer that to the volumetric flask. Then you should make up to this mark. First part is done, and second part you should follow the protocol. You should titrate against to the KMnO4 which is taken in the burette, and in the conical flask you should pipette out 25 cm cube solution plus of one test tube or two test tube of dilute sulfuric acid. You should boil nearly, you should heat the solution nearly boiling, then titrate at hot condition itself. So you titrate until it gives permanent pale pink color. Then you should note down the end point value and then that substitute. And when I should repeat the titration until you get the concordant values, then you should be stop and further you should go for calculation. Right? Thank you.